Man, it's February already. And if you guys are anything like me, man, January just didn't even feel like a whole month. It felt like a blur, felt like a blink, maybe a blizzard. It's like the calendar flipped without even asking first. One day I remember hanging with my girls, saying Happy New Year. And the next thing you know, February is standing at the doorway like, hey, bruh, you good? Everyone I talk to seems to be saying the same thing. Time is flying. Time doesn't feel real. Where did the month go? And guess what? I'm people. And to be honest, none of us are wrong. But I also don't think that time is the real issue. Because, see, time might feel unreal right now, but I can tell you your life is real. And how you live inside these fast moving seasons still matter. Welcome back, guys, to the Emmanuel Dr. EG3 podcast. I'm your host, Emmanuel George, but most folks around here just call me Dr. EG3. This is the place where we talk about life, we talk about growth, we talk about becoming, and it's the real kind of growth and becoming, the kind that requires honesty, reflection, and learning how to hold responsibility without losing yourself in the process. And today, I want to talk about time, or at least the way time may feel right now. Because see, here's what I've noticed. Time didn't always feel like this. When life was simpler, time felt slower. I think back to those days after May when I would get out of school and I had the summer. The days felt longer, weeks felt distinct. But now, today, man, the days, they blur together. The weeks disappear. A month seems to sneak up on you in ways that it didn't before. And I just want to make sure we're all clear. That doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It just means our life has expanded. See, right now, you're holding more roles, more responsibility. You're connected to more people. And how about this? The decisions you make actually matter more. When you're carrying weight, see, time feels a lot different, a lot heavier. And it's not because time itself has changed, because we still have the same amount of time in a 24-hour period, but it feels different because you've changed. And the first thing that I want to make sure that we're all clear on the same page is that time isn't the problem. Awareness is. See, people don't lose time. What happens is they actually lose presence. We move in our daily lives from thing to thing, from meeting to meeting, obligation to obligation. So you just busy. You capable, you functioning, you doing your thing. But see, in that autopilot, we're not always aware. And when our awareness drops, time feels like it just disappears. And not because it really has gone anywhere, but it's because in your autonomous moving forward, trying to connect all the dots, sometimes we're not fully present inside of time. We're just moving from thing to thing without that full recognition. So there's a few things that I want to talk about today that maybe will help get us through this. And the first thing is that I want us all to realize you don't manage time. Say that again. You don't manage time. Well, Emmanuel, yeah, that's wrong. They got so many books on time management and how to get more things done. No. Here's what you manage. You manage your attention, you manage your energy, and you manage your decisions. Because here's the thing. Time moves whether you like it or not. How well you manage those other things, attention, energy, and decision, the clock keeps spinning. What changes everything is how intentional you are with the energy you give while that time is moving. That's why planning still matters. I'm not suggesting planning is to control life. It's not to predict everything, but it's to learn to respect the future version of you so that you're thinking about where is it that you want to go? Where is it that you want to move? Where is it that, you want your life to unfold, or how do you want things to be in that future? Because the future you needs you to make some decisions today. Need some things to have some attention. You need to have some energy that's in the tank, and you need to make some decisions that person that individual that you want to become can be proud of. And I want to make sure we're clear that this planning that I'm talking about is not about added pressure. It's about planning with care. It's to make sure that we're saying that I understand and I recognize that things are moving fast, but I'm still choosing to live with inside this season with presence, with intention. Point number 2, fast seasons require better filters. Now, here's something people don't talk enough about. See, when life is moving fast, fast seasons punish unfocused living. When life speeds up, you can't afford to say yes to everything. You can't afford to react to every urgency. You can't afford to let the loud things in your world to dictate your direction. See, urgency is chaotic, it's loud, it's noisy. But when you're living in alignment and flow, that's actually pretty quiet. You're able to navigate and move forward. So when time feels unreal, the filters you have become everything. And as you guys know, I'm going to always use my filters or questions. So when time feels like it's just slipping through your fingertips like sand on the seashore, you need to ask yourself some questions. What actually deserves my energy? What is this noise that seems to keep me distracted? What is important right now versus the things that just are trying to demand my attention? See, these are like some grown-up questions. And I can tell you, not having the filters or avoiding them costs way more than actually looking them in the face and actually working them through. Point number 3, time isn't real, but consequences are. Now, this is the reframe that I would like you to sit with for a moment. See, time may feel very abstract, very loose right now, but I can tell you those consequences aren't. See, the days may blur, but see, your habits stack on each other. Weeks may feel like they disappear, but the direction you're moving compounds. You may not feel the weight of today's choices immediately, but I can tell you, you'll still get hit with them. They still land, they still weigh on you. But see, oftentimes the small decisions, they don't land in a dramatic way. They just quietly add to your plate. See, in who you become and what stays unfinished and what grows without you noticing. And I'm selling you this not to scare you. Hopefully it's meant to steady you, because your intentionality or not will have a consequence for you at some point down the road. Now, if you've been feeling behind lately, hear me clearly. You're not failing. You're not falling behind. You just may be living in a very full season. A lot's going on. And the question isn't, how do I slow time down? Rather, the question should be, how do I wake up in this season? How do I live with more intentionality? How do I live with more purpose? Because I can tell you, fast seasons where time is just flowing and moving beyond you, they don't require you to panic. They actually require you to slow down and be more intentional. So here's your challenge of the week. For the next 7 days, I want you to choose just one thing, one anchor, not 10 habits. I'm not asking you for a whole reset, just one thing that may bring you back to yourself. Maybe it's anchoring your day in a morning walk. Maybe it's getting up and reflecting, meditating, and maybe writing before you check your phone. Maybe it's a Sunday reset where you create a ritual where you can look at, your outlook for the entire week. Or how about this? It's a Friday reflection where you live your week and you pause at the end of the week on Friday to look back to determine how did you progress this week. I just want you to do something small, something steady. How about this? Something that you can commit to, not to add more to your plate, but to remind you that you're here, that you're present, that your life is happening right now, and we need you to wake up in it. Because see, time may not feel real. Where did the month go? What did I do? What happened? Calendars might feel fake. Weeks might start to blur together. But see, your life is still unfolding in real moments, in real choices, in real directions. See, you don't need more time. You need to have clearer living. And fast seasons reward people who move with intention, not in panic. So I'm asking you, stay awake, stay grounded, and keep choosing how you show up inside the days that you're given. And as always, guys, love you much.